Yes, we are here. I'm pretty tired. I just woke up. This mine, the bonnet and everything. The bonnet. Listen, my hair isn't done yet. So,
Set my hair.
um, you know, it's really crazy. It's a nice Wednesday. How did you guys' day go? How did everybody's day go today?
Uh,
I didn't catch that. What did you say? I didn't catch it.
yeah.
I was like, before George,
There's a lot of background noise. Alright.
Right now, we are.
I'm sorry, my game is pretty good, you guys. Couldn't really complain, just like you, bro. Almost got
Probably went to change his hair.
to the nap.
Can't really hear you.
Yeah. Your headphones
You're
pretty
breaking
bad
up.
today. Yeah.
Yeah.
Picking up?
It's like I can hear you, and then you go like as soon as you start talking, it goes. All in the mix of you talking at the same time, so I'm hearing more of that rather than hear you. No. But I feel like today, you know it's getting crazier and crazier outside. We have been seeing that. Um, you know, all of, you know, it's getting all of the thing that happened in Dallas today. Well, yesterday was pretty crazy. If any of you guys did see that happened in Dallas.
What happened?
So a dude, teenager, he ends up he killed his grandmother. Shot his grandmother, and then he ended up going to elementary school and killing 19 people. Ended up killing 2 kids and a bunch of students. 2 teachers, and ended up killing a bunch of kids.
Mm.
And you know, it's getting to the point where I feel like we only have 4 options to really deal with this, and I feel like those 4 options are: 1, we're either gonna go back to what it was before.
What happened before?
We're either gonna have to go doing school on Zoom again and just strictly do it like that again, or 2, we're gonna have to have armed guards. We're gonna have to do something along that line of having armed guards in schools and have them like as a unit, like specifically only dealing with something like that. 3, either you're gonna give teacher guns or you're gonna do something along that. You're either gonna do something along that line. You're either gonna have to do something that. 4 would be the checkpoints. With 4 and 2 is kind of the same thing where you can kind of have the armed guards do like checkpoints, checking the buses, check everything, and, having metal detectors in schools, certain things, and we can stop some of this stuff. It's getting annoying now. Now it's getting to the point like, hey, listen, like, and also we need to do background checks on people who are getting these guns. Psyche tests anything wrong their psyche, because people should not be. If you are liable to be crazy or nothing like that, you should not have any type of guns in your hand. Shouldn't. And shouldn't at all.
Well, then, I mean, I don't know how you can do that, like, seriously, though. Like, being honest, I don't think you can physically do that serious with the United States. Like, Japan is a different story. If we take their, like, excessive gun control, over everything seriously. Like, they do it, and it shows. Like, it shows that, there's not much gun violence, stuff like that. But Japan isn't like America. Like, they haven't built a very crucial pillar off of gun ownership. Like, that's our Second Amendment. So you would have like to fight against the individuals that would fight for the Second Amendment, and I don't think you technically can do that.
And personally, it's kind of looking easier and easier. because I am in agreement with Trey. It's a little ridiculous. It's
Yeah.
like, yes, I do think a lot of people need to have a mental check before getting a gun, because it's like a lot of common things we see in this story is that the child just got the gun from their parents. What the fuck are these parents doing giving their kids
Yeah.
guns? Angsty ass teenagers. You know, like that shit don't make no fucking sense. The
Yeah.
kid's brain isn't even developed all the way. Why does he
Yeah.
have a gun? You know? But on your hand, I do agree with you because we're very unlawful when it comes to this shit. You know, there's a lot of, we don't control the gun flow into America and people are getting guns without getting a license and that. It's like, it's true, you know, but the slightly counter argument people say are, you know, not even the wildest foot diggers have ever shot up a school. It's usually these privileged, uppity white kids, you know, that will play the mental card. You know, and that's why I feel like it's very direct, where it's like, all right, you want to play a mental card? Why the fuck do you have a gun in your hand?
And I was gonna get to that. I was gonna get to that too. I was gonna get to that as well. OD, I was gonna get to that, bro.
Which leads me to my second thing. It's like, yo, how the fuck does this random ass individual make his way into an elementary school?
Yeah.
Like, you're not a parent of no kids. You're not a guardian. Like, how was he able to just waltz up into this building? Knowing that he fully well does not go to the school and air it out. You know, this shit is exactly as Trey was saying. It's getting too crazy.
Yeah. And also, also this, if you want me to be honest, I'm throwing that pleading insanity thing out the window too, because you wasn't crazy. You wasn't crazy to do that. You knew what you was doing. You knew what you was doing at that point, because what most of these guys are doing too also is they plead insanity so they can avoid jail time. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry to say it. You're not getting that card because a nigga like me can't get that card. A nigga like all of us in here, we can't get that card. We do something like that, we're not getting that plea insanity. You're not getting that.
That is true.
They're gonna tell you. No, you're taking this jail time and you're going to jail for the rest of your life. And also, why is it that I heard the dude told like his. You got people who are saying, yo, bro, I'm gonna murder.
Fuck.
I think the dude who ended up killing the people in Buffalo. He said something along the line of that he was gonna murder suicides like in school, and they already like red flagged him, but he still got a gun.
They had evidence that this was preemptive assault.
Yeah.
You know, and that's exactly why they cannot get away with this mental insanity, because it's like you premeditated. Like, you specifically wrote and planned out the fact that you're going to do this.
Yeah.
Therefore, showing some sort of faculty within your brain enough to commit this murder. And it's like fact. They think they can get away scot-free with this shit. But then on the other end, it's like exactly as you're saying. Like, yo, fuck the fucking, like, how would I put it? The fucking leeway we give. Because, again, let's take me as an elementary school security guard. How did I dead ass let this grown man just unannounced walk into this building? You feel me?
But hold on. But what do you do? Like, if you're a security, I agree with y'all to a certain point. You know, the point where I start to like kind of levy in is like the background checks are good and all, but that's more or less of precautions that you take. You know, steps that you take. You know, in varying degrees of intensity.
At this point, no, I'm saying background checks needs to happen at gun stores if you want a gun. If you want a gun, not about the school.
No, I'm not talking about the school. I'm talking about the guns themselves as well.
Okay, if you were to go into a gun shop, I would definitely stress that you get screened. Because if you're not mental, much like how I say people need to be mentally screened before they start popping out fucking kids, it's like, you know, we don't want to sound like we're a dictatorship, you know, but it's like, as we clearly see all over the place, people are fucking wild, you know. Like, just earlier today, like, I was watching some whole shit, there was a whole list, bro. I cannot tell you how many fucking schools is on that list that got shot up, and it's like, Okay, yeah, you're right. It's definitely more than a problem. What the fuck do we do?
Yeah.
You know,
It's one of those things where
like
you only
it feels like. Go ahead, bro.
you only really
What's just
have
my grade?
your options. Your options is to literally go back to what it was when we was in 2020, when literally you had nothing but kids online and you just were teaching them like that. But then the problem with that is you're gonna them kids are not gonna have those real actions that some kids need that face to face action of learning. But we keep on having this problem with people walking into schools and just shooting it up, just because they're having a bad day.
Right.
No one is, no kids, nobody's kid should be liable for any of this stuff. Shouldn't be. It shouldn't be like, yo, bro, I'm tired of seeing the moment of silences. I'm tired of seeing it. I'm tired of hearing about it. It's just getting to the point. Hey, listen, let's just, bro, you have a
It's like,
SWAT
hey,
unit.
listen, yo, you're a parent. Stop giving your fucking kid a gun.
Yeah,
Like your kid.
Wait, hold on. All right, let's be.
yeah.
I do agree that parents, you should not be giving children guns. First of all, their frontal mental brain is not developed. I don't know why you're giving someone that cannot control their emotions a weapon that can potentially end another child or man. Doesn't matter. It can end another life. You shouldn't do that. The thing that I have an issue with, and I kind of have a counter argument to, leave, not maybe an argument, but just an add-on to like the precautions. We should have school guards with guns. They should have weapons to deter someone from walking in there with a gun. It's not the best thing in the world, like the argument that a nuke deters another nuke. That's the dumbest argument. But it does make it so that you think twice before you do something extremely drastic. The same can be said for an individual that has a gun versus an individual that has another gun. If they're mentally ill, the person that is potentially in charge, who is supposed to protect individuals and has that background check and is screened to be able to defend the lives of those children, should be there in case that mentally ill person, like in Texas, goes unchecked. That's what happens, when no one's there to take care of the children.
Go ahead, Carlos.
In that way.
I'm gonna let you rebuttal. Why?
No, I don't really have a rebuttal. It's just, Trey had said that earlier too, pretty much.
Oh no, yeah.
So I agree with both of your points. Honestly, I don't think. Not saying it isn't a sensitive thing. It's very sensitive. It's just, exactly. Like, come on, America, put your fucking foot down. It's like we're always there after the fact talking about what we should do after the fact, but it's never something to prevent this shit from happening. And it's like we clearly can do something to fucking prevent this from happening, but nobody wants to take their balls and say, you know what, yes, I am going to be the security with a gun license. Yes, I'm going to be the security that patrols outside when fucking school is in. So, like, there are no fucking locked doors that people can walk in. Like, because facts, I agree with you, Trey. Like, I'm tired of this shit. This shit is pushing a fucking a dark cloud. And it's like, it feels like everybody is only worried about the moment, and that goes into my second gripe. It's like, when I saw that list of schools, you know how heated I was?
Yeah.
Because it's like, it feels like this happens every other week. And then people talk about it, and then they forget about it. And it's like, y'all forget about it until the next fucking situation. And then, all hell is breaking loose again. And it's like, what the fuck is going on?
But
They put our fucking foot on that neck. You know what I mean?
The thing, too, that I did love what Texas did, too, also, and I'm going to say this should be the stand of people like this. If you decide you're going to shoot up a school, you have to die. There's no getting you help at that point. There's no doing that. You decided.
No.
You decided to go ahead and shoot up a whole school. Okay, you think we're about to take you to court and waste this time to do all this stuff, and so you could just give us a plea of insanity thing? No, we could just take this out we just take the cat out of the hat right now.
I don't know about that. That's very dangerous.
I don't think that's dangerous at all. What do you mean?
I think that's very dangerous. Because if you
shoot,
you're basically
you already shoot to kill black people already. So why can't you shoot to kill a school shooter?
They did kill him. That's the thing.
Exactly,
They did kill him.
and that's the thing I'm saying. I'm saying if you're deciding to be a school shooter, you're going to die. There's no bringing. There's no
okay.
help at that point. There's no
I agree. I agree to that point that you should kill if they are a danger to everyone else. What I don't agree with, and this is a hard point, is if they give up. As soon as they give up, if their vendetta is to attack the school, but they're not pleading to commit suicide, because this is what this dude was trying to do, correct? He was trying to do suicide, which is why he didn't care. Yeah, so he didn't care that he was gonna go to the police. So the police, I believe, had every right to kill the dude right then and there. He wasn't gonna stop. He was just gonna continue until he felt like it was done for him.
Even if you do give up, no, there's no.
No, because
we're not taking that time out. We're not because I'm not gonna sit here and literally say to you, hey,
he should be judged by his peers though. He should be judged by his peers in the court of law. That's why we have court. Back in the day, they didn't just kill somebody dead right immediately. They only killed them if that guy was going to kill other people. If he was going to continue to do it, they killed him. But if he stopped, or if they, if they captured him, then he would go to court and he would be settled by the peers, by the jury. I don't think that, what is it? I don't know. Guerrilla arrest. That's the only word I can come to mind. Is the correct answer. I think you should go to court, let them decide, because Texas I think has the death law or death penalty. Let them decide if you deserve death, and if you don't, you go to jail. Maximum security. Throw the key away. Stay in that dark ass room where your mind goes crazy, and then there's your torture. But I don't think immediate death in 100% of the cases is like the answer.
I'll agree. No, I can respect your opinion. I just agree to disagree, because it's like clearly we see that isn't enough to deter people from doing it themselves. It's like, yes, we'll have a guy reach judgment. Yeah, he got judged by his peers. Now he's life sentencing. Now here we are with another 5 new cases that popped up because those 5 were like, all right, I could do some jail time.
Okay.
I'm not saying I have intimate knowledge of their thought process, but what I'm quickly seeing is that they're not scared of that. They're not scared, and they're gonna keep doing it, and they're gonna keep doing it. They don't care about the repercussions, bro. They just don't give a fuck. And it's like the more and more we're pushing, more and more as a group, we're just not caring either. It's the same way we keep getting desensitized watching all the deaths on the news. It's like, yo, damn, we can throw in 2,000 inmates, and then that leads into another.
What are y'all doing?
Right.
That leads into another thing, in that most of our jails are already over flooded with prison inmates, and it's like, where's the reform? I'm trying to talk about the background. It's like, where's the reform? No, that's cool. It's cool. It's like, where's the reform? We throw them in jail. We lock away the key. We let them rot. Did they learn anything? Very rarely do they do, but even then, we still have 2,000 to 3,000 more inmates stuck in there with them, talking about, it's overcrowded.
Right.
And it's like, I do agree. I do. It is a delicate balance, because we don't want to look like a place full of savages, but at the same time, it's like they're really pushing boundaries. They're pushing the limit of how much people, as a general, can tolerate. Like Trey was saying earlier, how many more schools are we gonna see? Before something really takes off. How many more unfortunate incidents like this has to happen before us as a community is like, yo, this is fucking enough. This is enough. We can't take anymore. So I'm not sure either. But part of me doesn't feel like the jail thing is working.
Then I suggest that we have to revamp. Not revamp, but we have to Yeah, I say revamp. We have to revamp jail thing.
Yo, I'm not gonna hold you. Dribble, fucking learn which corner you're gonna be on, bro. I'm gonna switch in the corner. Please.
So I'm gonna suggest to the fact that like jails have to be revenge. You have to make them so that you make it so that they learn from their mistakes, or you give them an understanding. Because let's be honest, the individuals that shoot up these places aren't afraid of death. If they were afraid of death, they wouldn't have done it. So the jail's not a deterrent. And I think from a lot of the understandings, a lot of all these things.
I understand it. It's yeah, I'm starting to understand it.
So I think a lot of it has to come down to the inadequacy.
We're not doing it. We don't know how to play zone. Yeah. You don't know how to play zone, bro. Go man, go guard your man. Go man. What you doing?
And that's in any case where you can continue.
Right, and I think in any case it's the inadequacy that men possibly feel. The hopelessness, for a lot of the cases, these are like outcasts. Individuals, well, in majority of cases, they're outcasts. Individuals that are either bullied or excessively, like, bothered by some part of society. It's not the people that are around friends and around a lot of people, around family members and friends, and they're happy. It's the people that
we're
don't
playing
have
men.
anything
Niggas
to
is
give
not
up.
understanding that. Yo.
Right. Right. That leads into the other way I'm thinking about it. It's like, we all grew up watching that.
Right.
You see how his relationship with the Joker is.
Right.
It feels like we've come to a point where we're literally carrying them. Like, obviously, it's not just one super criminal that's out here, all right, I'm breaking out of asylum. It's really all these little shits that sprout up. And, like, yes, we're having a reaction. We're having a reaction. We either get to the person, or they got shot in crossfire, or we got them in jail. But it feels like there's somewhat of a leniency, like with this case, it's like fact. I feel like, there really needs to be armed guards now at these schools. Like there's no workarounds about it. It's like y'all clearly have security. I don't know if y'all don't have enough, or if they're not just patrolling like they need to be patrolling. But like y'all, there has to be an upgrade on them. We have to be more vigilant. And then it's like, targeting a young place of education, or any fucking educational place, anywhere in general, it's already fucked. You feel me? But again, it's like, these people are really targeting schools of education.
Right.
Getting at kids that literally have nothing to do with any of their problems. And taking out their violence on them. And honestly, I feel like that's where a lot of my sympathy goes out the window. Because it's like, there's no amount of excuse for the thing they commit, pretty much. It's like, I get it. You're an outcast. You feel shit. You feel shunned by society. I watch a lot of videos on that because they talk about a lot of that with our generation. They say our generation is the first generation to be full of losers. And it's true. A lot of people our generation don't amount to much. They feel like the only way to get some sort of notoriety or name or fame is some really outlandish shit. It is crazy. But it's like,
I don't know about that, because the numbers say that, like, as individuals, as us, we're improving. Like, more of us are getting degrees, more of us are getting careers, more of us are starting to get more money. So it's kind of like, I think it's other subjects and stuff like that. Like, a lot of society telling men that, they ain't enough, or, you're not amounting to enough, and making them feel like losers in their social lives rather than, like, anything else. It's the fact that they, that you got mad distant friends. Your friends aren't even your friends anymore, because a lot of things praise you know, the good moments, but not sticking through the bad moments with your comrades and so on and so forth. You know, you kind of hit on that a little bit and stuff, but you know, when you say like there's no amount of excuse, I agree with you, but I think to eliminate the core problem, that is to say, to eliminate the problem of the fact that these individuals feel like losers, is to kind of make them stronger individuals by putting them in social areas much earlier in life. Stuff like that, you know, put your child in a situation where, yeah, you know what, like, people aren't gonna like you, but then keep them going in the same thing that they feel like they're not gonna be good at, they're not gonna make a lot of friends, or they're not gonna be able to talk really well. Keep them going and build that confidence, because if you're confident in yourself, then you're not gonna feel like a loser. You're gonna feel like someone that can do anything they want to do, that they feel like they can do. I think it's because these people don't feel confident in themselves. They feel less than. They don't feel like they can achieve anything. And you know, I think talking to these young kids, talking to these individuals in schools, even the people that just got out of school that don't have anything,
Yeah,
you should really check on them. You know,
no, I didn't do
not
a
like you gotta
circle.
baby
I
them,
did all
but,
one circle.
you know, keep these kids, keep these, you know, unhealthy adults, you know, bring them into the fold. You know, teach them to become better. And I mean, I don't know. It's not an answer to this situation, because there really is no answer to someone that kills a whole bunch of kids. Like once you do that, you can't get off scot-free. You know, but you know, hey, what do I know? You know what I mean? We got
But I do feel you guys though. I feel like it is getting annoying. It's getting very, very annoying outside. And Unique, you are right. You can't. People do have to talk to their kids, give them some confidence and stuff like that. You know, tell them how the social world works. Teach them some social things. Like, you know, it's getting annoying at this point. At this point, I'm done seeing it. I think I'm truthfully done seeing this thing. I think I'm done seeing all the school shootings. I'm tired of these people just going up to schools and just being like, you know what? I'm angry at the world, and I'm just gonna shoot everybody here. Like, and it's like, come on. It's like, come on, bro. Like, come on.
right.
It's annoying, and we you know, I don't know what else we can do, but, and then I don't like the saying that people people always use the gun thing like as a problem, like guns don't kill people, like guns kill people, not people kill people, like, and it's like guns don't have a mind of its own, nigga. It's more of the person who has the gun, if they choose to go outside and feel like they're gonna have a bad day today, they're gonna do that.
I don't know. This whole subject with that gun situation, stuff like that, it's clear cut that the punishment should happen. It's not very clear cut what the answer to the whole situation is, how to prevent this, and you know, making it so that no individual can get guns is not the right answer. I don't think it is.
Oh, D, I kind of do feel like we should follow the suit of the rest of the world.
Yeah. So if he does, just watch
But of Asia, I'm gonna also bring up, you know, I'm gonna bring up Great Old Britain. Pretty much, they rarely have guns over there, but everything is like
it's
a
that
knife,
simple, yeah,
knife violence.
They could keep on cheating.
But it's like,
Right.
a person will definitely not be able to get as far as he did with a gun in that room as he will with a knife. You know, and I'm not saying that's the end all be all answer, because just having some knife violence stuff. But it's like, it is getting crazy, getting too crazy. You know, it's already gotten crazy, and it feels like not enough is just like done. You know, because like as I said earlier, the whole common denominator is always a kid that is really younger than us that shouldn't have any fucking business having a gun to begin with. Somehow here they are with a fully loaded fucking automatic shotgun or an assault rifle, and it's like, how the fuck are you getting your hands on? You know?
Right.
Like,
yeah, I definitely
like
agree with you on this part a little bit.
It's not even like it's okay, let's say quote unquote gangbanger who came up, walked up and was like, yeah, I'm about to shoot the school. You know, it's literally a kid. It's like, ow. You know, and then we get some sob story from the parents talking about, yeah, you know, we were the ones who gave it to him for his birthday, or, you know, he found it in the closet, this and that, like, right here. What the fuck are we doing here? You know, like, but yeah, it's just boiling over at this point.
Yeah.
You know, really boiling over.
Yeah. You Nick, if you got another subject, you definitely can go to it.
Yeah, I got something else. You know, we all play Rocket League, or we used to, because I kind of stopped actually. I'm not gonna hold you. I kind of it's not that I hit a plateau, but it's kind of like I stopped and then started and then stopped and started, and I'm just gonna be like, nah, I'm good. You know, I'm gonna move on to a whole different game. But in the group chat, you know, this dude made an argument that yeah, this dude got more passion than you, so he's gonna go further than you, and he's gonna get better than you. And I sat there and I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, does passion equate to skill growth, or does, you know, because of hard work and so on and so forth, or does being a prodigy mean that no amount of like passion or hard work or work ethic, whatever it is, makes you, you know, gets you better than, you know, being a prodigy, you know, being naturally good at it? You know, some people can be like naturally good at basketball. Some people can work towards basketball, but you know, at the end of the day, the person that's naturally gifted is just gonna be better than you. In my opinion, that's with anything. You know, you can work hard, but you know, for someone that's got the arm and the eye for doing any of these things, you know, is naturally just gonna be better. But yeah, that's my question. Like, what do you guys think? Like, do you think that a hard work, you know, putting in the effort, putting in the lab time, you know, or, you know, putting the gym time, no matter what it is, you know, can make you better than someone that's just naturally good at it? You know, they just naturally was that nice at it.
So your argument is basically is practicing better than
To give you my answer, yes.
Than someone that's talented? Yeah, you could be as talented as you want.
To start it off, I would argue that 99% of the basketball players in the NBA are not prodigies. You know, like, yeah, I'll give you that high of a number, because it's like, yes, you can get, you know what? I'll use something I'm more familiar with, right? Skateboarding. You can have a natural aptitude for skating. As a lot of people know, skateboarding is a very hard sport. Either you know how to do it or you can't do it. You know, like a lot of people can barely stand on the board, and you have people flying down such a stairs. You know, the gap is that serious. Now, in my personal experience, I have seen prodigies, and it's like, exactly as what shows and anime would tell you, if you're a prodigy and you don't follow up on that, the person who you initially thought was trash and not as good as you can surpass you, and they will surpass you as long as you're not on your shit. Now, where the reverse would happen, let's say you get somebody who starts off with this amazing level of natural talent. Okay, now if they take that talent, harness it, work on it, refine it, it can be more than just a talent that he's bouncing off, and now he's super flying to the stars. You know, he's not just a pro, but he's really good amongst the pros, because not only was he talented, but he also spent the same amount of time as a quote-unquote hard worker. You know, so honestly, I feel like prodigies, like, I feel like that in a sports sense really dictates how much of a gap you'll have at the start. You know, it's like, all right, here's everybody else at your starting level, and here you are because of natural talent. But if I'm over here, and I see that this is you off natural talent, I'm not going to be deterred to stay where I am right here. I'm going to work to close the gap, you know? And now it's on you to further the gap or let me come up and catch up to you, which has happened. And then, you know, and then it's just, that's it. It's like, yo, you can bank on your natural talent. You know, for example, right? That would be like me. I'd be like, yo, I'm handsome. I can be a fucking model. You know, I'm just naturally gifted and good looks. You know, but if I'm not taking care of myself, I'm not making sure I look clean, I'm just gonna wind up looking chopped. But then it's like, yo, what happened? I was fucking handsome, you know, but now it's gone. You know, or for example, like I can be naturally talented on a board, but if I don't go skate for like 2 years, it's not gonna be there like it once was because I didn't follow through on it. You know, and it's like that's really at the baseline. Like I have arguments for both. I feel like if you're naturally talented, the responsibility to recognize that talent and improve it to a higher degree. Whereas,
right hand, bro, right hand, every time.
And all you have to do is and that goes into your other thing. You asked if passion is a factor. Passion is the biggest factor because without passion, you're not going to do nothing. You know, I'll give you a prime example. There's a basketball player named Ben Simmons. The argument for Ben Simmons right now is that he's not passionate for the game. He has no love for basketball. And because of it, all he does is sit on the bench. You know, sometimes he doesn't even go play games. He just stays home and screams. And it's like, that in itself is the whole argument. Like, he is a walking example of somebody with all the talent in the world not doing anything to improve upon it and thus fucking up his own potential. You know, and I actually did some research. I'm like, okay, what even made him to be such a talking point in the first place to where people feel like he's wasting his potential? And it was like, when he was younger, he was on the field. He was balling. He was showing that natural talent. It was like, yo, this kid is going to go places.
Yeah. And
then he just fucked around. He was like, yeah, you know what? I'm not going to do nothing. You know? And then back into my personal example, I had a guy.
Step up. Dribble, you gotta come up.
It felt like everything he did was just effortless. You feel me? He got on the board. He was doing the most insane shit. People, he got sponsors calling him.
I would also throw in another name too. Also, you gotta look at Giannis. Giannis is another guy who wasn't as great, like when he first came into the league. And then he got better and better. Like the best argument is like Giannis versus like Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is highly talented, very very highly talented. But Giannis put in the work to show like, yo, listen, I'm here. Like, you know, I'm naturally gifted. I'm better than you guys. Like I'm bigger, better, and I put in this time in. Because when I first came into the league, Giannis was like your size, Gary. Oh my God, he was skinny, didn't have the NBA body. He was really really like I know you got muscle tone to you, but he had like no muscle tone, nothing. He was very, very skinny and frail. I gotta see frail.
And that's pretty much what it is. It's like, yo, you can recognize
I did last time, don't do that.
You have the talent. But then you have the choice to be like, okay, this is as far as I'm going.
The turnovers, we playing like Boston again.
Despite my shortcomings, I can still make something of it.
Gotta get that
you know, and that's where the passion has to factor in, because I feel like you need a very high level of passion to push through that, because you're working from less of an aspiration. Another good example.
I thought the law was coming.
Comparing a rich kid versus a poor kid.
Oh, wrong person.
Like, yo, you have this kid with every advantage in the world to do whatever he wants to in life.
I pressed the wrong icon.
Then you have
I pressed the wrong icon. I came up and
and then you have the other kid who doesn't have as much resources. He doesn't have as much advantages. But in order to get to where he wants to go, he has to put in twice the amount of effort. You know? And then it's like, if he doesn't put that amount of effort in, he'll just stay falling by the wayside. You know, whereas if this kid doesn't put in the amount of effort, he'll fall.
Thank you.
But he'll fall lower than the other one. You know, back into the sport. It's like, yo, I can see that you're naturally better than me and more gifted than me, and I can choose to allow that to just impede my own progress,
Mm-hmm.
or I can go despite that and continue to try to rise as high as I can go, even with these disadvantages and not being so much talented. You know, or like just in skating, it was like, you know, you get on, you're fucking yourself up, you're getting hurt, you're hitting your shins a lot, you know, you can't even pop the board, you can't do no tricks,
Yeah.
and it's like, then you go on YouTube and you see a 5-year-old kid jump down 20 stairs in like one try, you know, and it's like, that's talent right there. This literal 5-year-old is skating better than some grown men. You know, that's talent in its purest form. But then it's like, for me, who doesn't have that talent, when I was his age, I could barely ride a skateboard. It's like, is that going to deter me from doing this? Or am I going to keep trying to go as high as I can go? You know? And if I don't have the passion to try to go that high, you're just going to fall off. Because there's no talent to help carry you through anything.
Yeah,
You know?
the stream might end early for me, team. Charger seems to be it's not charging my computer, so.
Yeah, I hear what that happens.
Oh my god. But yeah, you know.
Your charger's not. What you saying?
Yeah, my charger's not charging my computer.
Have you had it on the charger all day?
Yeah.
Well, no, it's not that situation because I've had it off. I've left it alone, but you know, I'm trying to charge it now, and it seems like the charger just is not putting any juice into the computer itself. So it seems like I might be going offline. But I agree with you. I just want to get my closing remarks in. But yeah, I agree. I think, you know, for something is that I think that prodigy, or being a prodigy, having that innate talent allows you to acquire. If you were to add hard work into that, the person that can work hard could get to a certain limit, and they might be able to break that limit. You know, case in point, Goku and Frieza. You know, even though it's an anime, it's a perfect example.
That's
Frieza had
that's nowhere near a perfect example. I think that's like.
I think that's a perfect example. Hold on, before I die, bro. You have Frieza, who has like near perfect innate talent. He didn't do anything. He was stronger than everyone else, and yet Goku, who had to put in max amount of effort since day one. I mean, maybe not day one, maybe like day 5, and then progressively had to push his limits higher and higher. While Frieza had to do just a couple months of work, and was stronger, if not nearly the same amount of strength as Goku, after 13 years.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't go with that example. I think it would be like talent. You have to like really look at it like more real life situation. Not. You have to look at it. Not. He actually did die. His whole thing just died. All right. So since his thing died, let's do this. Hold on, guys. Whole thing just did die, but he was saying, I believe, yeah, talent is definitely one of those things that you could definitely, like, you know, it's good to have. Like, talent versus, like, someone who puts in the effort and puts in maximum amount of effort is two different things. Motherfuckers is definitely better than niggas. Like, you can't be just like, yeah, bro, I'm just better than you just because I play this. Like, you know, I play this at a high level. Most niggas don't play most of these games at a high level. Don't. Any of these things that people are playing, they're not better than some people. I look at it in a basketball term because I look at basketball and like really 100%. Like, you know, there's some people that really are great, and then there's some people that are just talented, and they're just not better than niggas. They're just not better than a lot of people. And there's somebody that puts in more effort than them. You bring up the Ben Simmons thing, which is like really a good one. Ben Simmons is definitely. One.
Yeah, that was a good example. It was like, yo, this is exactly what you're talking about in person.
Yeah,
all
like
the time in the world, bro. Don't fuck around.
Like, they 100%. I wouldn't use like an anime or nothing like that because it's the storyline. Come on, I'll tell you something. Goku's gonna win no matter what. That shit don't change. I definitely will say that even we ourselves, when we played like Tekken and stuff like that, we played games and we seen that niggas that just only went off of just talent versus someone who puts in the work, someone who puts in the max amount of effort, and they get mad when they lose because they're like, yo, but like I'm doing all the stuff I know, but like, do you know everything? Do you know how hard like I went and practice? I practice every day. Every day I was practicing. There was no
Yeah, yeah, that'd be the perfect example right there. Because it's like, yeah, you have this skill, bro, but if I'm working towards it, I'm specifically have like what you're doing in mind. Eventually, I'm gonna get past it. Like that's it.
yeah. After that, I'm just playing at 100%. Like, and then you never know. Like, even with me and you playing like Persona, like I could tell like you had that game, like you knew the game like the back of your hand, and you get in and like you got to that point of understanding how that game still kind of works. And it's like with me, I kind of have to play at a still I don't know anything type of thing, but I'm like kind of going off of like certain fighting games to play. And it's like there's a difference there too. Like can't really any and everything. That argument is pretty crazy. Like talent, you can't be someone who has talent is not gonna always be the person who practices hard, like at high level. Like anything, you can be the most gifted person in the world and still be dirt. You didn't put the time in.
That's a fact. That is a definite fact. Yeah.
Definitely is that. Um, what else? What else is up in the news? Did you see the PlayStation Premium thing for June? They showed it off recently.
Nah, I don't even know what that went on right now.
Yeah, for the Game Pass and everything, it's about to come up. They already like showed some of the games, and it's like how the best example how I would bring it, and I don't care, is the same thing, just like the Game Pass for the Xbox was, where it was pretty bad at the first month or so. First couple months is gonna be bad because they can't get all the licenses all at one time. Um, it's gonna take to probably like year two, maybe year one, year two. They're gonna get all the licenses back, and then it's gonna get lit. And then it matters what they're gonna do with some of these PlayStation exclusive titles, where you can do what Xbox does, where they kind of let you buy, they kind of let you get the game for free. They do that. They get
That is
Halo.
true.
They did do Halo and Forza, but then that's how you get new players and stuff like that to play your games too. Also, it's like I'd rather play something that's free and then I'm paying for it. Like I'm paying up, 14, $16, and then I get a PlayStation exclusive game for like basically free.
Yeah,
And so, I think that's like something that's cool. They showed a little bit of it. They showed like I think it's only like Jack, couple like old PS2. They got Tekken 2. They got like certain things like that. They got classics like PS1, PS2 now, but it's definitely looking like probably like year two. I believe it's gonna be really really good. I think that's where they're gonna like take it to the next level. And that's not true. I think that um also I do got to get back to playing Persona. I do. I have been playing 2K like a fiend. I just been playing 2K. Um, just to get the mascot. And once I get the mascot, I'm not touching this thing. I'm trying to hurry up and get it. Like I'm already like level 15, trying to get to like 20. I got another man who's already like level 35 or something like that. It's just incredible. So she getting
um,
whacked.
yeah, I can respect that word. I definitely haven't been playing Persona either.
Yeah, I definitely need to play it.
Exactly. Yeah, we'll get back on it, most definitely.
Yeah, definitely need to play it. Definitely need to go back to playing that. I don't know about Unique and how his thing just died like that, but that's okay. So his laptop just died on him, I guess. Um, I don't know. You got anything to add? Oh,
Yeah, pretty much just yeah, no, everything you said with the hard work count, it's like yeah, that's exactly it. Like I can be dumb talented, but if I ain't working hard, then niggas gonna eventually surpass me, and that's it.
Yeah.
And then we're with the games pretty much. Yeah, I gotta get back in the league pretty much. This season has been blonde, but it's winding down. Saw the rewards, they just some decals. I'm like, I might not push the champ, might push.
Yeah.
Like, but speaking of league, it was funny because one of Unique's statements was that he's thinking about not playing it anymore. And it's like, hey,
But you were saying, yeah, you were saying you wanted to be champ boy.
Yeah, want to be GC and whatnot.
But that's the thing is, it's also a realization that you can't put in the time that some of these guys do. You're not gonna be, if you know you're not playing at that level, you can't just be like, yeah, I have that mind state to play at that level. No, sometimes it's not like that. Sometimes you gotta really, really sit down. You gotta put in, I don't care how many hours you played. You could play 10,000 hours, but if you're not practicing, you're just gonna be stuck at playing like you've been playing since you was a silver, a gold, and everything. You never got better.
That is true. That is true.
You could play at that level all the time. And yeah, he was saying, yeah, pretty much he's not gonna play it anymore. I think it's more on him understanding that he's not the best in the world, or him not wanting to put in that time, like that extra boring time. There's a lot of boring time to put in to playing that. It's a lot of it. You gotta play it. You gotta play it to get better. A lot of that. You can't just play the games and then think like, yeah, you're just getting better like that. No, you gotta put in, like, learn some things. You gotta really learn.
That is true. That is true. Definitely gotta hone in on something specific.
Yeah. That's like 2K for me, where like before when I first started playing it, like the first 2 seasons, I felt like I didn't understand the game. I didn't know how to dribble. Took a hiatus from it. Played League, played a lot of these other games, and then came back and played it. Now, like I told you before, now I can move the analog in any way now, because I've been playing Rocket League so much that they move my analogs. I never really played a lot of games where I gotta move my analogs a lot. I get nicer with the analog. But like with this game, I feel like I got way better at doing that. Now I feel like I can like dribble. I can do whatever I want. I gotta, it's pretty lit. Just sitting here. I don't know what else. We did bring up that the gun thing today too. Also, I think Unique had another subject, but he left. He didn't have that. I don't know. Pretty like a boring day. I wish I got my hair done. I wish I would have finished my hair. I have this stupid ass bonded on. I didn't have that. So this bonded on. I'm pretty hungry and I don't even know what my mom cooked. But she did come home and I didn't even know I just went right. I was in a party. I was talking to everybody else, and then I went to sleep immediately and woke up, and I'm like, oh, it's 9 o'clock. I guess we're about to get ready to do this.
Yeah, I pretty much did the same thing. Like I was up, but then I just dropped, took a nap.
Yeah.
Got up like near 9. I'm like, all right.
I started my new job too on Monday. They basically got my schedule after this week, put my 2 weeks in for this other job. And I'm working Sunday to Friday, basically.
That's good.
So just have Saturday off. Did you see last night's game? Did you see the Golden State play?
Nah, but I was talking to somebody on the train about it actually.
Mm-hmm.
Heard GSW had won. I was like, I have no surprise there, really. And it's gonna be interesting, bro. I think you might be right. They are looking really sharp. I don't know.
Yeah, it's looking like a Swiss Army knife, like that's like very, 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 very sharp, and everybody else is just like a bullshit. Like everybody's just bullshit. Like there's nobody that's I can't see anybody beating this team. It feels like they're like, not saying an unstoppable juggernaut. They're just like better than everybody else. Like I don't see Boston and I don't see Miami really putting up a challenge. I don't really see it. I feel like they could sweep both of those teams. I feel like Golden State could sweep Miami and they could sweep Boston, because Boston has a tendency of playing bad. Even recently, they just the thing that kills Boston a lot too has been turnovers a lot, and it's been a lot of that dumb turnovers, just dumb. It's like turnovers that don't make sense, making a pass where it shouldn't be, running into a lane where there's somebody already there. You know,
True, a lot of rookie mistakes going on. Especially considering where it's at now. Like, yo,
yeah. You need to not do that now. Like you should have been getting that out of your system in the first round. Like, you shouldn't be doing that in the last round really, and almost we're about to get to the last round, and then we're about to not have basketball all the way into like October. So it's like, yo, bro, I need to get this out of your system now. I need to do that. I gotta wake up dumb early on Monday too. I gotta be up there like 8:45 in the morning. Gotta take I'll probably take the metro off. Something like that.
okay, yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah. How's work going for you?
I can't complain. Started up these little classes last week, looking good. Also was like, keep it low. And I'm like, I got you. But pretty much on my 8th is this sanitation test. I'm about to go take that. One of my coworkers is putting me on a way to go to take it for free. So I was like, yo, most definitely. I mean, I am mind paying for it.
But for free, I'll take that.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'll take that. I definitely will take that. Fucking my mom sent me some shit like that. About some shit like seasonal sanitation. For like litter and stuff like that. But then I'm like, I've already got it. I just got a full-time job. I just got it.
Exactly.
Like, so it's like, if that would have came up beforehand, I would have probably did it. Rather than, I would have got the Amazon job and kind of working basically every day, which I needed. I needed something that's every day rather than just work the weekends. And then it's like annoying just working the weekends. I'm not doing that again.
I feel that.
I'm not. They have me stationed basically back to where I used to work too.
A word?
Yeah, they got me all the way up. They got me all the way up. Like pretty lit in Manhattan. So I'm back to where I used to work, so that's lit.
Yeah, that is good.
So I already know that I already know how to get there, and I know how to do everything fast. I already know the neighborhood. So it's like know the neighborhood as much as I know Yonkers, basically, because I've been there that whole January of 2020 all the way up to damn near August. I was there, so I kind of knew I know how to get to. I do shortcuts. I knew how to get to certain places faster than just taking the way the GPS tells you to go.
Okay. Yeah, that is what's up. Where that's pretty much how it's supposed to be going. I'm about to try to get like 4 or 5 licenses in the next 3 months. And from there, it's just going to be working full time and OD. Like, I already got the full time now, but it's like, I got to get some better full time.
Better full time.
Yeah, that's how it's going to move. But beyond that, can't complain.
Yeah. I can't complain either. Especially finally getting out of the house. Finally. Like, that's like my biggest thing. Is like the finally part is like, yo, I'm finally back to what I used to do. And like, I'm definitely gonna lose some weight. I'm definitely not gonna be eating the same like I used to. Like, I'm not gonna say, oh, McDonald's every day. No, I'm not doing that no more. Wow, nasty food. No, I'm not eating that no more. No. Nope.
Okay.
Nope. I'm gonna have high energy. And I always carry like waters. That's always the thing too. Also, like I always make sure I got some waters.
Yeah, that's definitely the play to do. Gotta stay hydrated, my boy.
Yeah, especially in the summer.
Facts. It's about to get too hot out there.
Yeah, it's looking like it's about to be. We're not even getting spring. We're just getting summer. Like that's what it seems like. It seems like that's what we're about to just get. We're just gonna jump right to summer.
I hear that. I wanted to say something about that the other time. It's like, we about to be in June, so I understand. I understand.
Yeah, we having like weather that's crazy too.
Yeah, it has been pretty wild. Our last weekend was too serious for the heat.
Yeah. And then like Sunday didn't want to rain at the end of the day, end of the night. Like that should have happened during the day. Like that's when that rain should have happened, because at least you calm down some of that temperature.
Oh dear.
At least you calm it down.
I agree with you with that one.
At least that. At least a little bit of that. I don't know. There's nothing really out in this month of any games, nothing like that. Only thing we've been. It's nothing really out. We're about to hit the end of the playoffs. Football season's about to start soon in August. It's definitely gonna be something to look out for. I don't know why my eyes just got done big when I just said look out for, but I'm tired and I'm hungry, so I think I'm gonna end it here. I think because I'm pretty tired. Pretty tired, and then also everything else. So we're definitely gonna end it here. And this was a sad episode 11. No, episode 12. I think episode 12 or episode 11. I think it was. I might have said the wrong number, but definitely do want to say that. But
yeah, we are pumping numbers.
We are pumping numbers, and we just need to get, more better and everything. Friday we're gonna have a great episode. Friday's definitely gonna be better than anything. More energized, more anything. Have more. Anything along that line. Look out for everything. And I hope you guys have a good night.
Word.